All right, let's advance the week and see what our bowl looks like. Said the New Orleans Bowl down there. I'm wondering if that's already stuck. We going back to New Orleans. Mitchell from Texas A&M won the Heisman. Did he win that last year? I feel like he was up there close to it. Reese from Mississippi. Wow. UK, they had a quarterback up there. That's surprising. Three SEC quarterbacks. Four, technically. Holy crap. And there you go. We have been given our invite to play on 12/22 right before Christmas. The number 22 ranked Texas State Bobcats at 10-2 will take on the 8-4 UTEP Miners. I believe they're out of Conference USA, if I'm not mistaken. Congratulations, Brad Cannery is your returner of the year. He will have to limp up on stage and get that, and that saddens me so much. All right, so everything is settled now. We are playing UTEP. UTEP comes to us from I believe they're either Conference USA. They might be the NWC. Nope. They are the fourth place team in the Conference USA. And that kind of surprises me. That just shows you how undervalued the Sun Belt Conference is. We are a great team. Not a great team. We're a good team. Excuse me. And we get the two-star UTEP Miners who finished fourth in their conference, who only went 1-2 in their division, 5-3 overall in the conference. I would have loved to have taken on Louisiana Tech. That would have been amazing. So I'm kind of shocked by this, that UTEP was fourth in their conference. Again, I keep pushing that maybe it's time to change conferences. I really do think we make the move this year. We've dominated the Sun Belt Conference 2 years in a row, and I know realistically in real life that you do it for a number of years before you get the call. But this is a game, so maybe it is time to move up so we have different competition. And even if we're finishing middle of the road, it gives us there's more that we can accomplish. Just want to go over some of the All-Americans. I'll scroll through them here. We actually got a couple of people up there. Darius Fields Jr. left in, makes the first team All-Americans. That is amazing. I do believe he has set the sack record this year, so that is well deserved for the 6'2", 256-pound end out of Fort Stockton, Texas. Another surprise is TJ Manning. A lot of you in the comments, you know who you are, trash talked this dude earlier in the season. Said, do not start Manning. Put somebody else in there. Manning is a first-team All-American now. Manning held the defense together. Sometimes stats aren't everything. So kudos to him. And you all could probably guess who the other All-American is. Brad Cannery. He is an award winner, best returner in the nation. He's still coming off that injury. You can see the little snake symbol up there. We'll check his condition after this. Second team All-American, scrolling through. There's a lot of players that probably should deserve to get on here. Jermaine Hughes, second team All-American, the defensive tackle out of Gonzales, Louisiana. We've called his name a lot. We had a really strong left side to our defensive line. So they all really deserve that. And the big surprise as I scroll through here is we actually had a freshman make the All-American. Darrell Brown, who had to step in. I was kind of shocked by this, but then I started looking at his stats. Darrell Brown had 713 yards. He averaged almost 20 yards a catch, 7 touchdowns. Even though his yards per game was 59, look at this yak, 244. That is pretty awesome. We won't look at the drop passes. But yeah, that shocked me that he had that many yards. So Darrell Brown is the future. And being a freshman, that's awesome. That is very awesome, and it bodes well for us. Look at his speed and acceleration. Maybe I should have thought about putting Darrell Brown back there to do returns if Cannery cannot go. Of course, we'll have to see what his, I'll have to practice with him some to see if he can catch it. So we'll see. I'll only highlight some of the awards. I'll go through here so you all can see the top 10. We did have TJ Manning was up in the top 10. I was surprised he finished 4th for the Bednarik Award. I didn't think that was a case, but Manning had some really good stats this year. If you look from last year, he went from 0 to 15 tackles for a loss, 4 sacks, 2 interceptions. That's pretty good for a middle linebacker who we don't really drop our linebackers back in coverage a lot here at Texas State, but that is nice to see him get some recognition. And then continuing through the awards, the only other, I think TJ Manning may be on one other one. And then the last thing is we have the award winner for best returner in the land. As we come through here, there's TJ Manning. He was up there. So he's 8th on the best linebacker, which is really interesting. But here you can see Brad Cannery, the award winner for the best returner in the country. If we go look at his return stats, just amazing numbers this year. He actually had more yards last year, it looks like. 30, but he only had 30 returns. He did lose a couple of them. 30 returns this year, 3 touchdowns last year, 3 this year. Look at that longest kick return. He just keeps going up into the stratosphere. That is awesome. But I do think, yeah, he really increased his punting this year to really, I mean, 13 yards. That adds a little bit more. What's his kick return average? So he went down just a tad. So he was more electrifying last year, but it seems like he kept us in some games this year. So well done to him. All right, I'll just scroll through here so we can look at the bowl games going on in the country. There was a big mix-up. I'm looking at the screen like you all could see me. There was a big change-up and mix-up with the top teams, especially West Virginia losing, and then they went in the championship week. That really hurt their chances. So we have 2 totally new teams playing for the national championship. But just looking through here, you can kind of see there's New Mexico. I thought this was New Mexico at State at first, who we put 66 on, but it is not. But you can see there's some interesting. Arkansas State, they made a decent bowl game. They're playing in the Beef O'Brady's in St. Petersburg, Florida, taking on 6-7 Old Dominion, which is really weird. I'm trying to figure out how Old Dominion had a losing record but still got a bowl game. They probably just don't have that programmed. There's us in the New Orleans Bowl. We played in New Orleans last year, so it's becoming our second home away from home. Oregon, San Diego State. Let's see, Tulsa, Northern Illinois, Bowling Green, Clemson, Louisville. They made the Holiday Bowl, 6-6. Man, if Coach Conquest was looking for other schools, we might have to go there and help them out. I think there might be one other team from our conference playing, but you can see a lot of these bowl games are just teams that are just pretty basic. Cincinnati, a 10-2 season, they looking pretty good. Baylor, look, they jumped up in the top 25 after upsetting West Virginia. They really changed the complexion of this end of the year bowl scenario, and that is pretty awesome that they could do that. Louisiana Tech gets to play in the Liberty Bowl on New Year's Eve. That's who I really thought we should have played, but instead they get the SEC's 6-6 Missouri. AM and Virginia Tech. AM at one point was up in the top 3 of the country. University of Louisiana Lafayette gets to play in the Heart of Dallas Bowl against Penn State. We played Penn. We might have got an invite to that one, but we did play Penn State. Was it this season, I believe? Or maybe last season. Maybe I'm getting my seasons mixed up. It happens. Mississippi State, Michigan State, Ole Miss and Nebraska, Kentucky and Wisconsin. It kills me that Kentucky's got a good record on this game. Georgia Tech, Arizona in the Rose Bowl. Connecticut versus Florida. Connecticut, 4th in the country. I don't see how Connecticut is so high. At one point, they had a really decent team a couple years. Well, it was more than a couple years ago. But it blows my mind. West Virginia, they stay in a big bowl game, but they drop down to number 6 in the country. And they're taking on South Carolina out of the SEC. Florida State and Texas in the Orange Bowl. Alabama, Oklahoma in the Cotton Bowl. Army, ECU in the Compass Bowl. Toledo and BYU. So, BYU, there you go. There's our other team playing in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. So it looks like our conference has, 3 or 4 bowl connections. But there are always going to be these lower tier ones. I'd like to move somewhere. And then here is your national championship. Notre Dame versus Ohio State. Funny that Kirk Herbstreit goes with Ohio State. I wonder why. Kirk. So we have some good news going into the bowl game. Roberson's ribs are completely healed. He will be available against UTEP. That is good. We need some of that wide receiver leadership. Even though we've had other players step up, it's nice to see he's going to be out there. Cannery is a game time decision. Obviously, the initial reports were he's going to be out 5 to 6 weeks. The healing has went really well, rehab, but do we put him out there? He's still got another year unless he decides to try to go pro, which I'm really upset that I think he's a little too short for that. But, somebody could pick him up as a returner, a utility player. So you never know. But that high ankle sprain is still with him. It is noticeable in practice. So we will have to see at game time if Cannery is ready to go. All right, here's your breakdown of the bowl game, the New Orleans Bowl. And Kirk, how dare you? Kirk Herbstreit's picking the upset. Thinks that the UTEP Miners are going to take down the Bobcats of Texas State. You look over their overall ratings, we are the better team on paper. But as you know, that doesn't always matter. It really depends if the team comes out there and plays. They average a slightly more points per game than us, which I think we could have scored a lot more. But sometimes we held back and we ran out the third and fourth quarters, especially when injuries started plaguing us at the end of the year. They average about 50 more yards offense. They rush a lot more than we do, which we didn't find our rushing game until late in the season. So that's we're a different team than what the average shows now. Pass offense, we are better. Total defense, we are 6th in the nation. We are the number 1 best rush defense in the country. But they are not too shabby. Number 12 in the nation. So obviously it may rely on Horne. McCoy, he's had a couple of 100-yard games coming down the stretch. We'll see what he can do. And it looks like they're really good at forcing turnovers. Taking a look at our schedule, number 12, Texas. We lost to them. First of the year started a little rocky. So it was last year we played Penn State, not this year. We lost that one to Houston. Houston we couldn't keep up with them offensively. We changed things around, and you notice we took care of business when we needed to. And we're hoping to win. What would this be, 9 in a row if we won this one? Or are we at 9 now? So we could finish the season at 10 wins in a row, but that's kind of thinking ahead. Looking at UTEP's schedule, I wasn't too impressed except for a couple things. When they play teams that are ranked, they beat number 23 Wisconsin. Wisconsin probably could have been ranked higher then, or maybe they weren't ranked at all. But look at the game against Louisiana Tech, who won their conference. They go into overtime and lose it at the end. So they can play. It's just depending on who shows up. And again, you don't know, but it looks like they played some teams. It looked like their stronger football was at the first of the year, even though they got some L's just like we did. Leaders going into the game, obviously you all know this sort. Leaders going into the game, you all obviously know who we're bringing along. Justin Horne, 3,400 yards this season, 31 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. He's broke a record. He's going to look for more of that. John McCoy really picking it up. Unless John McCoy has a 160-yard game, he's probably not going to be a 1,000-yard rusher. But look at Sean Burnett down there, 1,100 yards on the season, averaging 92 yards a game. He's really coming on. Manning, 61 tackles. Greco, 3 interceptions. And then Darius Fields, 17 sacks, which I think leads the country. Looking at UTEP, Copeland, 3,200 yards. So they throw the ball a lot as well. Look at his last game, 3 touchdowns, 300 plus yards, 32 touchdowns. Very comparable to Horne. Their running back looks about on par with McCoy. We are 2 identical teams going at each other. Maybe Kirk Herbstreit's onto something. The receiver has not reached 1,000 yards yet, but I don't think that matters. Looks like Graham Latimer, 6 interceptions. Ooh, don't want to throw his way. We'll have to look for him. And then Burns with only 4 sacks as their leader this year. So it doesn't look like they get a lot of pressure to the quarterback. That could be a deciding factor in this game. Still not going to forgive Kirk Herbstreit for doing that. Going with UTEP. All right, with all that said, let's go to the game. Let's play the New Orleans Bowl. Good luck, Bobcats. Leave it in the comments below what you think the final score is going to be, and then let me know after the game if you were right or not. Again, on paper, it looks like that we are the dominant team, but obviously people believe in UTEP and they're pushing them. We are the home team for this game. There's Coach Conquest. We got the nice maroon and gold uniforms on. UTEP wearing the whites. They look like they're ready to go. We got a full stadium here. Coach Conquest looking really nice. Oh, he's got the black pants on. I should have done the black sneakers. There is your season offensive rankings. Rushing touchdowns, they are 17th in the country. Pass offense, 22nd. We are 10th. We are 18th in the country. This is dangerous. This is a dangerous game, everybody. Rain is not part of this. We're in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Anything can happen. And UTEP gets to run out on the field here. I'm surprised that the away team gets the little kudos and the thing. Who will survive? Oh, here we come. There come your Bobcats. So interesting here for the bowl. I hope we're souped up and ready to go. This is our second year here playing in New Orleans. Hopefully that's a comfort factor. I don't know. It just depends on which team shows up. But here we are, UTEP versus Texas State, the 22nd ranked team in the country here in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This place is packed. It looks like a lot of UTEP fans are out there. All right, so I come over here to the injury report, and I wanted to click on Brad Cannery since he's questionable. You got substitute player. You can force them to play. And it says, cannot sub a player that is already in game. So I don't know if that means he's going to play. We're about to find out. If he's here on the kickoff, we'll know. So before we get the game started, I wanted to talk about like seniors who are leaving us. This is the last game for Justin Horne. He is a senior. It will be the last game we will see him. He is overall 99. We're hoping he gets a chance to go to the pros. It may depend on how this game goes. Brad Graves, the senior halfback. He's not seen a lot of time. He's a decent running back. He just has always been behind other people, but this is his final game. Hopefully he gets to do some few things while he's in. Wade Lane, tight end, senior game, last game for him. He usually gets in here and there. Hopefully he gets to catch a touchdown or something this game. We'll just have to see how it plays out. We are losing a few linemen. Sean Perkins, our left tackle. This is his final game. Michael Fitzpatrick, the backup left tackle. He is also departing after this game. Left guard, Corey Horne, senior, will be his final game in a Bobcat jersey. Daniel Hollis, been a staple of our defensive line. The end on the right side, last game as a Bobcat. Ronnie Edwards, defensive tackle, man beast. It is sad that this will be his last game. He's been with us since the start of the series, I believe. Jason Greco. Greco has been with us. He's been in that secondary. I've yelled at him a number of times. He's done some great plays. I think he is our interception leader this year. At 5'11", you can only ask for so much, but last game as a Bobcat. Ryan Green, safety. Again, people in the secondary, they've took a lot of abuse from me, but it's sad to see them playing in their final games. Cortez Wilson, the kicker, this will be his final game. We did think about cutting him. I'm glad we kept him. He's been a staple of the team. He'll be moving on after this one. But we'll have to wait because we won the toss. So we are giving the ball to UTEP. The Bobcat defense will start it off, and we're here in the New Orleans Bowl. Let's get this going. Stuckey is going to bring this one out. Stuckey looking for some room, and it looks like Nichols will pull him down, but that is 28 yards. A big start for them as we start this bowl game off. This could be a staple for the Bobcats. They come out, one receiver to the left, two to the right, one running back in the back. They put the man in motion. They're going to load up that right side of the field. Lots of protection. Oh, and just a duck of a pass. Copeland didn't look like a 3,200-yard thrower there, but it falls incomplete. We move to second down. Put 3 to the right and 2 left. Empty backfield here. They're going to throw it. Here comes Hollis, and Hollis misses. And he's going to scramble, and he's still scrambling, and Fritz will finally pull down Copeland 25 yards. Oh, how did we miss that? Angles, how do they work? Oh, he was dead to rights. Hollis was there, and it just totally missed it. Didn't turn into him, and now you get across midfield, so UTEP moving the ball here. So they're going to run it here. And TJ Manning couldn't bring him down, but it looked like Troy Cameron will bring it down. That's a 2-yard gain on the rush there for Long. Empty backfield again. They're really showing their intentions. Hollis tries to get through, and there's a big, and Fritz will let him get 11 yards. I didn't scoot him up there. There's the UTEP hotties. They're excited. 2 receivers out there. They got a 2 tight end package. They're going to load up that right side. And they're going to run to the right side. Manning comes over. Manning will hit him, but he will just slide by him, and he'll get 10 yards. Not the first down, though. But UTEP moving the ball nicely here in the first quarter. Oh, it looks like a screen play, and they're going to throw it up, and oh my God, he had to throw that one out of bounds. Copeland had the pressure on him. The line was through, and they were jumping. 3rd and inches here. And they're going to throw it, and they'll do a pass, and J.D. Carter knocks it loose. And the crowd, the Bobcat crowd, excited. Coach Conquest has to burn a timeout. They went out into a different formation. What in the world? So they come out like they're going for it. We call timeout to change it up. We come out here in the formation for defense, and then they kick the field goal. So a change of heart for UTEP there. And UTEP will take an early 3-0 lead. I am confused, but they come out to go for it. UTEP band playing here as they kick off. That was crazy. I guess they decided they needed the points. Here's Schneider back here. Schneider will get up. He'll get 18 yards. I think Cannery was out there, to be honest. The first down scrimmage here. If you look, Burnett is out there, and look on the right side. Cannery is trying to play. Horne is going to throw that one deep, and it's almost picked up. He was going for Darryl Brown, who was open, but just the throw got away from him a little bit. The second down here, Burnett and Brown on one side, Walker Roberson on the other one. And Horne is sacked. They come around, they blitz the linebacker, and that is going to make it 3rd and very, very long as they are pushed back. Nobody on that weak side. Third and 19, looks like they're bringing the house here. Horne will throw, Burnett will get that, and Burnett will get 14 yards. It is going to be short, but it will give them room to punt. Really need a boomer one here. Jones will launch that one. It is high. And Stuckey, he dances a little bit, and he's going to be right at midfield. So good field position for UTEP to try to increase their lead. So the chess match continues here. Oh, and Fields will pull him down, and that is a loss of 1 yard by Courtney Long. That is your All-American. We knew the Bobcat line. They are studs, and they are showing it here. 2 receivers go out to each side. 1 running back in the back. And look like they're going to throw again. Oh, and Green. Oh, and the pass bounces off the tight end, and Green had a chance to go for it there. I knew it. Oh, and he's going to break that. I called the wrong defensive play. I put zone coverage in instead of man, and you see what happens. Zone is totally broken down the middle. I kind of knew that was going to happen, and we give up a big play there, and they are down inside the 20 now. Crap. Oh, Edwards. Oh, and they're going to eat up the quarterback. Looked like Troy Cameron was on it there. That is a 3-yard loss. Oh, yeah. He looked like he was going to try to option that out, but not even having a chance. Put 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 tight end out there. And that is a quick throw in the middle, and both Fritz, and that's going to be a touchdown. Fritz and Cameron broke for the wideout, and they left the guy in the middle. Oh, that is not how you want to start a bowl game. Down 10-0 in the first. UTEP bench very excited about this. Commanding lead so far. Looks like Cannery's going to have a chance for this. We're wanting to know how the ankle is. Cannery looking for some blocks. Cannery a little slow, but he'll get 23. It's like he's coming off a little gingerly there. Second series, you want to see the Bobcats get something going. And there's McCoy. McCoy will cut up the middle, and he'll get 6. Get those legs churning. First time he's seen action today. Lane Walker-Shaw out there. Lee back there to block as the fullback. And McCoy will roll, and he is just short of the first down. They gave him 3 yards, but it is 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches. They are going to run. McCoy will change direction. He'll get the first down and 3 more. First and 10 here. Horne is going to launch that one to the sideline, and Roberson's going to make the catch. And Roberson, in his first game back from the broken ribs, shows why he's so important to this offense. Beat the corner, and he's open there on the sideline and makes the catch. And the Bobcats are churning now. The first and 10, minute 31 here. Horne will deliver. Cannery makes that catch, and Cannery, that's 14 yards for Brad Cannery. So the 2 injured wideouts seeing action here. We'll see how well they hold up in the game. 1:18 left to go in the first quarter. Looks like a draw play. Oh, it was 8 up in the back. McCoy will push forward. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. A little slow to get up there. 2nd and 10 here. That's a quick throw. Graves, the 3rd string running back, will make the catch for 6, and that makes it 3rd and 5 now. Horne changing it up. 3rd and 5 here. And Roberson will make that catch, and that is 7 yards. Really a lot of action going around, and somehow he comes down, and that is a first down. 13 seconds to go to the end of the first. They hand this one off, and there's a big hole. McCoy pushes through. McCoy gets the first down, and it is 1st and goal, and that should run out the first quarter here. So into the first quarter, UTEP comes out strong. 10-0 lead here. Texas State close to punching in a 7-point ticket. Burnett, Brown, Roberson out there. McCoy and Thomas in the backfield. McCoy goes in motion. And it is a draw. Horne is going to keep that. Horne will not get anywhere. They tried the element of surprise. Horne doesn't normally run. The ball sits on the 2-yard line. Burnett, Roberson out wide. And it looks like they're going to try to run. McCoy, he tries to find it, and he'll lose 2. So now 3rd and goal. UTEP defense standing strong here on the goal line. McCoy just couldn't get around. They crashed on that left side. Strange, trying to call some hot routes. It's just not working. Horne throws out, and it's picked off in the in the end zone. Oh, that is not the button I pushed. Oh, I was trying to go. It wouldn't even let me pass it to him. And an interception and a terrible start to the second quarter. A lot of pressure being put on the Bobcat defense now. Green will come out there and he'll slow him up. And it looks like Manning will make the tackle, so no gain on that run. Bobcats trying some different defenses here, trying to put pressure on the quarterback. Probably wanting to force a turnover. He's looking to throw. Greco gives him all day. And that is a first down to Justin Carter. Pressure tries to get through. Throw is quick. 5 yards on the play. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. And that's another quick pass. Oh, and he's going to break that. And Greco is going to have to run over and push him out of bounds, and they are up to the 32-yard line. Everything going right for UTEP right now. Just a quick pass. The pressure was there, and just a good move and a bad tackle by Cameron, it looked like. Oh, and Texas State just not playing on all cylinders right now. Another run up the middle. He is met with resistance, only 1 yard. Three receivers to the left here. The quarterback keeps it in. Ronnie Edwards blows that play up, and that is a 3-yard loss. The senior out of Corsicana doesn't want his last game to be a loss. Three receivers go to the right for UTEP. The Miners trying to convert here on 3rd and long. He's got time, and Hughes will get to him. Jermaine Hughes sacks him, and that will make it 4th and 21. And the Bobcats will have about 3 minutes to put something together offensively and try to get on the board here before halftime. Brad Cannery is back to receive this one. If it's deep, though, he'll probably let it go into the end zone.
Go!
Oh, it bounced off of him. Oh, what are you doing, Cannery? Oh, he usually lets that go, but it hit his ankle and he had to go back, and that is terrible. That is, why are we playing like this? They are bringing the house. And we're going to give it to Lee, and Lee is going to push through. Dylan Lee gets 2 yards, tries to get us some room. Hard mode totally activated here. Horne goes under center. 2nd and 8. They come again. McCoy will push. McCoy will get nothing. So 3rd and 7. UTEP just, they've played a perfect first half so far. I'm gambling so much here that they're bringing something. And Burnett makes the catch. Oh, and that is 12 yards of great real estate. So 2 minutes to go till half. Oh, McCoy. Oh, McCoy cut in a little bit there. He'll get 5. Clock continues to run, though. 2 receivers go to each side. Horne. Oh, and that one is almost picked off. Ball's incomplete, though. 3rd and 5. Bobcats really need to get something going here. They empty the backfield. And Horne is hit as he got ready to throw. And that will make it 4th down. Jones will have to punt this one away. 1:30 left. Big hit there. Stuckey only gets 4 yards. And the defense has to come back out on the field. I've been here for many Texas State Bobcat games. We've had some games where a better team has beat us, but right now we're just beating ourselves. Manning, come on, wrap him up. We cannot get anything going. That is 1 yard. They will call a timeout. They're going to try to put more points on the board here. We just really need a big stop or a turnover or something. We need something to go our way. We do get the ball after halftime. That's probably why they're trying to put some more points on the board. Oh, we were there. Get him, Cameron. Oh, and Cameron misses the tackle. And Greco, and that's 16 yards in the first down. That puts them maybe in field goal range. What is going on with us today? We're just a day late and $1 short on everything. And the Miners are just digging up gold here. We approach a minute left in the first half. They will hand it off. Jermaine Hughes there on the tackle, 2-yard gain, clock running. They are trying to run it down here. Oh, he's got all day. Oh my God, what is going on? Copeland scrambles. I didn't have a spy. I didn't even think we needed one. 46 seconds left. The clock's so slow right now, it seems. And we're going to get him that time. Sacked by Randy Booth. And that's going to keep the clock going. They're going to hurry up here. I don't know why they're rushing. Oh, come on, Fritz. Oh, Fritz, 3rd and 18. Oh, if Fritz could bring down some of them. 3rd and 18 here. Fields is through. It's a little screen. Carter, he hurdles Carter. And Greco will push him out of bounds. So with 20 seconds left, it is 4th down. They'll probably take the 3. Texas State maybe dodges a bullet. We'll see what happens here. The field goal is good. So UTEP, perfect first half. They're going to be up at least 13-0 with 17 seconds left. Schneider will take this one. Schneider looking for some blocks. Schneider got a little bit on the outside. So with 11 seconds left, you would think they're not going to try to do much. Empty backfield here. Horne will deliver. Cannery. He'll make the catch. Conquest calls timeout. Is man coverage. We'll see what we can do here. And that one is almost picked off. So probably going to air raid this one. 3 seconds till half. Horne just throws that one deep. They're going to try to force something. It's batted down, and we'll go to halftime. The Bobcats totally dominated in the first half. Maybe Kirk Herbstreit knew something. It is 13-0. They do not look like the 22nd ranked team in the country right now. They need to get those heads picked up when they come back out. All right, so what we need to tell ourselves is the game is not over. It's 13-0. We can score. Cannery is going to bring this one out. We have not played well. Cannery goes on the outside edge. We'll get 29 yards. Their defense has showed up today. We've got to find a way through it. Quick pass. Brown will get his first catch of the day. That's 10 yards. Cheerleaders, something to cheer about finally. Burnett goes out to the left. Brown, Cannery, Roberson, McCoy in the backfield here. And it is a run. There's the block. McCoy tries to find some room. He'll get 4 yards. Not been a lot of space for him today. Horne will deliver that one. Oh, and Cannery, he is hit hard and he'll drop it. Oh, it would have been good for the first down. That makes it 3rd down now. I feel like they're going to bring pressure here. And they do. And Brown, oh, and Brown slips out. Brown, what a move. Brown trying, and it's a foot race to the end zone. Brown is in there for the touchdown. It's Texas State gets on the board. Oh, my Lord. Darryl Brown. The freshman from Maine on the all-freshman NCAA team, and he shows there. He made 3 players fall over each other, and then he wins the foot race, and Texas State has a spark of life here in the second half. Wilson puts the extra point through. It is 13-7. So the offense comes out and does their job. Cortez Wilson launches this one. It's going to be deep. It's up to the defense now. They put 1 out to the left, 2 to the right. Fake the throw. It's play action. Lots of time. Oh, and it's picked off! J.D. Carter! Oh my God, they've done it. Texas State, J.D. Carter comes out there and just picks that one off. It was right to him, and UTEP is shook right now. The crowd really starting to go crazy. Y'all want to see pumped up, the crowd going ballistic. Check this out. Horne feeling it right now. McCoy giving the ball. McCoy gets 6 yards. Texas State can smell blood. 5:35 left in the third. It is another handoff, and McCoy is drugged down. He'll lose 5 on that one. UTEP was ready for it, and that is going to make it 3rd and long. So maybe the blood not too thick in the water. 3rd and 9. He is wide open. Burnett with a diving pass. It was a little off target, but that is good enough for the first down. Just wanted to do this real quick. That was a one-handed catch, by the way. 1st and 10 now. Hand off to Thomas. Thomas elusively up the middle. Thomas, 7 yards. Lane goes in motion. Thomas still in the backfield. There's a block. Thomas to the outside, and Thomas is in there, and Texas State ties the game. Darren Thomas, the freshman, punches it in, and this is a whole different ball game in the second half. And the Bobcats finally get off the bus, and they are now in the end zone. So the J.D. Carter interception turns into 7, and the lead for the Bobcats. The crowd really excited right now. Cortez Wilson will launch this one deep in his last game as a Bobcat. And they will kneel down. Crowd really getting excited here, yelling out some copyright music. It's all right. Oh, and there's a quick pass, and he's going to break through, and that's going to be first down as they move toward midfield. UTEP trying to recompose here. Booth, oh, Booth, what are you doing? Recco will hit him, but he gets 7 yards on it. Booth, that's like Booth didn't have the footing to even go for it. He just kind of looks at him and lets him run by. He jumped after the fact. 2nd and 3, they put 2 receivers. Looks like a run. It is a run. And he'll get pulled down. Oh, they give him the first down, 5 yards by Courtney Long. And the Minor cheerleaders, which sounds terrible. Man goes in motion. They're going to run again. Carter couldn't get out to him. He's got some room on the outside. And Green, oh, good Lord, Green will have to trip him up. But a 22-yard rush. They run to the extreme edge and turn the corner. And the Miners are coming down the field here. All right, boys, we need you to do something out here. 3-1 to go. And they're going to bring him down, but a big run there by Jesse Wiley of 8 yards. He pushed J.D. Carter for the ride. Man goes in motion here. 2 yards needed for the first. And they're going to run, and he finds the hole up the middle, and he'll get the first down. Like Texas State switched to the 4-3. The man goes in motion. Oh, and that's a nice pass to the outside. He turns the corner, and he's going to get in there. And the Miners take the lead again here in the third. A swing out pass there. And Daniel Copeland has set the touchdown record for his school. So a great season for that lad. Though I hate to see it against us. So UTEP trying to go for 2 here. And he's going to try to run it in, and Edwards is going to tackle him, and it remains a 5-point game. Everything was covered. Actually, that guy right there looked like 86 was wide open, but he tried to run for it. .2:11 left here in the third. The Miners kick off. Cannery will try to return this one. Still nursing that injured leg. Oh, and he'll get pulled down, look like a face mask. They'll cut away. We don't get to see the reaction. Pretty even game so far. Texas State started out real slow. We'll see what their offense does on this drive. We go to second down after the incompletion. Oh, it's a handoff. Big hole up the middle. It closed up quick. John McCoy will get 5, though. 3rd and 5. Under 2 minutes to go till the 4th. 3rd and 5. And that's thrown in Roberson. Roberson. Oh, if he could have kept up. 23 yards from Matthew Roberson. What an out route. There was actually nobody there with him. He just left the corner. Looked like the corner was expecting a run. He could have spun out of that, though. Justin Horne goes in the shotgun, his final game as a Bobcat. And that is to Brown. And Brown breaks another tackle. And Brown's off to the races again. Can the freshman do it twice in the game? And he's in there. Oh my God, Darryl Brown, what a game. Justin Horne just delivers the package, and Brown takes it. What can Brown do for you? Well, he can give us 2 touchdowns in the 3rd quarter. Oh, my Lord. I thought they had him there at the 10, but he breaks that tackle. A good block there by Burnett, and the Bobcats go back into the lead. And the Bobcats come out here going for 2, trying to make it a 3-point game. Oh, and Denman. Oh, the pass was there, but he drops it. So a 1-point game with 1:14 left in the 3rd. Pass was right there in his hands. Just the contact made him drop it. All I can say out there in Viewerland is, are you not entertained? 1-point game. Miners, Bobcats. Bobcat defense comes out, 2 wide receivers. Looks like a run. It is. And they'll bring him down. He'll get 6, though. That didn't look like 6, but he falls the right way. I think we're going to have to start protecting against the run a little bit more. I think they're trying to tire us out. There's a pass. J.D. Carter will miss the tackle, but he steps out of bounds. 1 yard, so 3rd and 3. Pivotal down coming up here. Coverage is there, and he's wide open to make that catch. Ryan Green, the senior, will make the tackle. Early in the game, we were getting some pressure to the quarterback, I think. Right now, we're not. But they are throwing it. Nice tackle there. J.D. Carter on that. He's feeling it. Drumline trying to get the crowd pumped up. And they're going to play right into the end of the 3rd quarter here. End of the 3rd quarter. 1-point game here in the New Orleans Bowl. Who will come out on top? It's probably the team with the ball last. Oh, it's a screen. Manning is out there, and Manning misses, but he runs out of bounds. He forced him out. 3-yard gain, so 3rd and 10 here. I'm not going to lie, that screen play on that last one was perfectly called because we were blitzing that side. Oh, get to him, get to him, get to him, yes! Yes! Randy Booth comes through and gets the sack. 4th and 17, forces the punt. Big play there. Oh my God, he watched this dude run by. The guy had to know he was open, but he wasn't even looking that way. He was looking to the wrong side of the field, and Randy Booth gets the sack. That is a big play here at the start of the 4th quarter. Here's the punt. Cannery going toward the 20. He's going to get this one. Oh no! And Cannery gets popped and he fumbles it. And UTEP recovers. Oh, what a turn. And you wonder if the injury had something to do with that. And now UTEP back in the driver's seat. And there was a big hit, but Soria holds on to it. Copeland approaching 200 yards today. That makes it 2nd and 3rd. 6 minutes to go in the game. They faked the handoff, and Edwards was there. Good coverage. That is a 2-yard loss. Tom Jackson on the reception. Troy Cameron, amazing coverage there for the junior. They can hold them to a field goal. This would be monumental after that turnover on the punt. Spread out defensively. He's looking to throw. Oh, and it's knocked down, and that was Ryan Green, the senior, and that is going to make it to where they're going to have to go for the field goal. Great defensive play. This is important here. Proud, Cannery getting them popped up. The field goal is good. And with 5:22 left in the game, the Miners of UTEP lead by 2. Cannery hopefully can hold on to this one. He's looking for some blocks. He'll protect that one going down 22 yards. Texas State started off, they fizzled a little bit here recently. 1st and 10. And McCoy hitting the backfield again. So UTEP really coming through the loss of 1 on these run plays. Second and 11. They fake the handoff. And there's a throw, and Sean Burnett's gonna catch this one, and Sean Burnett's gonna take off down the field. Sean Burnett, he's gonna go in, and the sophomore stud, 83 yards to the house. They leave so much time on the clock, but my God, what a throw. And it was just over the middle, and he just catches it in stride, and he was gone. Justin Horne wastes no time, puts the Bobcats back on top. They once again line up to go for 2. And Burnett will make that one, so Burnett gives them 8 points on the board. Nobody ever wears NCAA body paint. Nobody. This game could be the end of this announcer. 28-22. UTEP gets the ball back with 4:42. They could waste the clock and have a chance to win at the end. Oh God, he almost broke loose. JD Carter will have to scoop him up. So they'll have 4:38 to march down the field. The Bobcat defense really needs to come up with something. This is one of those minutes where you just got to let your players play. Battle of the wills. Who wants it more? Oh, and Booth knocks that one down. Oh, I thought he actually come up with it. Randy Booth playing a hell of a game today. Long in the backfield, 2 receivers on both sides. They're looking to throw. Pressure's coming, and they're going to drag him down. Copeland sacked for 7 yards. Jermaine Hughes on that, the junior from Gonzales, Louisiana. Like a host of Bobcats. The whole line was through on that one, it looked like. 3rd and 17. 2 receivers to each side again. He's looking. Oh, he's going to go deep. Greco is out there, and Greco just lets him catch it. What are you doing? Why did you stop? He pulls him down. I don't understand. 79 yards. He was right with him, and then he just quits running. We may have to be strategic here. And they're going to run that in, and it's a touchdown, and UTEP ties the game. I thought they would have wasted time. I debated letting them score, but they scored anyway. Wouldn't it be amazing if we blocked this? So UTEP now with the lead by 1. 3:48 to go. Cannery back with this one. I really cannot fathom this game right now. Cannery, he's looking for some blocks. Cannery still looking for some stuff. He gets pulled down. Just doesn't have that speed, that ankle holding him. So lots of scenarios going on right now of what could happen. And there's Cannery. Ooh, Cannery takes a big hit, but he'll get the first down. They could waste time till the end of the game, field goal, score a touchdown, and then the defense plays. With 3:33 left in the game, lots of options. There's a run up the middle. McCoy looking through. McCoy still up. McCoy will get 8 yards. Second and 2. He's picked off! Oh, he was going for Walker, and Justin Horne has thrown an interception. That is terrible news. And with 2:57 left, UTEP comes up with the ball. Oh, that's not how you draw that up. That was not one of the scenarios that I considered. Texas State has all their timeouts. They've got to hold them here. It is a screenplay. Edwards will bring him down. He'll lose 2. Audibles at the line. UTEP looking for a very big win here. They are indeed running the clock down. And they get to him, but he is... Oh, he broke the tackle! And that is going to be a first down. There is a flag on the play if it's holding.
Hey, listen!
Yes.
Still third down.
So after the penalty, we call a timeout to preserve the clock. It's 3rd and 17. We had to. I thought the clock would stop on their penalty, but it didn't. We will stop him there. 4th down, we call a timeout with 2 minutes to go. They're gonna punt this. We'll have 2 minutes to drive down the field and try to win the game, maybe, with 1 timeout. That is punted. Cannery. Oh my God, they put us so deep. Up to Justin Horne, not having his best game today, but he's got a lot on his shoulders here. The whole length of the field. You want to see hard mode? Here's hard mode. We start at the half-yard line. And McCoy rolls out, and he'll get 9 yards. Come on, boys, come on. We gotta go. And that's Brown. Brown makes... Oh! Brown's still at his feet! Brown! Minute 31. Clock running. They fake the handoff. Horne looking. Horne still looking. Horne will run out of bounds. He'll lose a yard, but he stops the clock. 2nd and 11. And that's a nice play to Thomas. Thomas will get the first down. 13 yards. Stops the clock momentarily where they get a play in. Horne changing things up. Oh, and Walker. He's been so solid this year, he drops it. Can Horne lead them all the way down? Graves goes in motion. And there's Roberson. Roberson will make that catch, and they're at midfield. 14 yards, 1 minute to go. They just need a field goal. And Walker will catch that one, and they're up to the 31. Oh, what a drive. What a drive that Justin Horne in his senior final game is orchestrating here. Clock still running. Thomas in motion again. Horne throws it, and Brown. Oh my God, Brown makes the catch. I thought that was picked off. Horne has set a school record for passing here in the New Orleans Bowl.
Wow.
2nd and 1. And they're going to run it. And McCoy's up the middle, and he is right. Oh my God, it is right in the middle. What do? Do they let the clock run down and go for it? Conquest calls a timeout with 4 seconds left. They're going to try to freeze the kicker here. A 32-yard field goal for Cortez Wilson. It should be straight. No wind. This is for the game. Wilson puts it up. And the Bobcats go in the lead. 31-29 with 1 second left on the clock. Oh my God, Justin Horne, which it could be his best drive of his career here in the New Orleans Bowl, leading them down, and a Cortez Wilson field goal. Wilson, he's going to squib this one. Oh, and Leitner, he picks that one up, and the clock's going to expire, and they've done it. The Bobcats have come back and dug through in what has been a crazy game. They will walk out of the New Orleans Bowl as a winner. That is indeed an ESPN classic. Coach Conquest celebrating with his team. The play of the game over the middle to Burnett. I cannot even believe this. 10 wins in a row to end the season. This has been one of Coach Conquest's best years as a coach. I can barely catch my breath. You see Horne, the seniors, all dancing around and celebrating. Everybody contributing to today's game. You just love to see it. Coach Conquest, you've got to love the confetti. And then the other side of that is the Miners of UTEP played one of the best games that we've seen. But Justin Horne is your player of the game. His last game as a Bobcat, going out on top. Over 400 yards, sets a record. Well deserved for him. Final score here in New Orleans. 22nd ranked Texas State 31. The Miners of UTEP 29. I have never been through a game like this before, but Justin Horne, that kid, hang his jersey up, because after the interception, most players would have quit. He puts the team on his shoulder and makes throw after throw after throw. And that's why they come out on top. Let's look at the player stats. I'm out of breath. Justin Horne, in his final game as a Bobcat, 209.2 rating, 19 for 29, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, throws for what we believe is a team record of 426 yards. I think we tried to get him to that at one point, and we were just short. He tied it. Surpasses it, 65%. I don't even know what else to say about Justin Horne. This kid has grown, and I'm hoping on national TV he sold himself to get drafted. We'll see. John McCoy, 16 rushes for 59 yards. His longest was 10. Horne, those sacks brought him down. Darren Thomas gets in there, 2 rushes for 16 yards. He had a couple of catches, I believe. And then Dylan Lee, we hadn't seen a lot of him this year, but he rushed for 2 yards. Darryl Brown, our receivers, Darryl Brown, the freshman, and Sean Burnett, the sophomore, showed up today. 3 touchdowns between them, 9 catches. What is that? 260, 270, 280 yards? 270 yards, excuse me. And look at the yards after catch. 109 after the catch. 66. Roberson, coming off the injury, made some key catches early on, kept us in the game. Cannery, still hurt, did the best he could. He did make one big upset, or one big mistake there. We recovered from it. We won. Johnny Walker, the dude dropped the ball, and I've bragged on him for the last couple weeks. I'm shocked about that. Thomas and Graves, the senior, I'm glad he did get a catch in his senior season, in his last game. At least he's in the stat book for that. Jason Greco and Ryan Green, 2 seniors, were leading with the tackles. Very nice. J.D. Carter had a great game. 4 solo tackles himself. Hughes with 5 tackles. Troy Kim with 4. You look at the tackles for losses. We always have a ton of those. Sacks today, Randy Booth coming out from the secondary, 2, and then Jermaine Hughes with 2 as well. J.D. Carter also had that interception. That was a big deal when it happened. Cortez Wilson, senior. How about that as finishing your career? Game-winning field goal with 1 second left to win the game. He'll remember that for the rest of his life. Jones, 2 punts today, 79 yards. We'll see him next year maybe. Cannery, 5 returns, 122 yards, 24.4 average. Schneider had 24 average. Again, he's coming off that injury. We didn't think that he would bust one out today, but he put the scare on us on that punt return when he dropped it. I thought all was lost at that point. The difference in this game, obviously, was passing yards. Time of possession was equal. There's your secret. If a team keeps the ball almost as long as us, there's a good chance they beat us. We had 3 turnovers, and we come back. Obviously, your player of the game is going to be Justin Horne. Look at Jermaine Hughes, the junior. Proud of that kid. We'll definitely add the New Orleans Bowl trophy to the profile. Boom! Big-time bowl win. Texas State barely holds on to win the bowl. Look at that stat line up there. Down 13-0, and then finally we wake up in the 3rd and 4th quarter and we do what we need to win the game. Rock and roll. Nice job ending your season with a New Orleans Bowl win. That is awesome. All right, that does it for this episode. This was one of the best episodes I've ever recorded. I'm just amazed right now. The Texas State Bobcats finished the season 11-2, an amazing season on so many fronts. Amazing. But again, if you're watching right now, the question I've got to see in the comments answered is, do we move to another conference? And if we do, who do you want to see? I think it's time to move up. We've got the number 1 recruiting class as of right now coming in. I still think we'll be top 10. What do we do? I need to hear it in the comments below. Your support's been amazing. We've got a new quarterback that's going to take over in the offseason, Brian Jones, unless he transfers. It's going to be a whole new dynamic team. But right now we celebrate. We are the New Orleans Bowl champions, and back-to-back in both accounts, actually, New Orleans Bowl champions and Sun Belt Conference champions back-to-back. 2 years in a row. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. Stay safe out there. God bless. I will see you all next time. Good night, Bobcat Nation.